Hey guys, it's Abby from Autumn of Pellinor, and today I'm going to be giving you an update on my need to read page in my bullet journal. So I, at the very beginning of this year, which feels like both 7 million years ago and 2 days ago, drew out this page of bookshelves with books on that I need to read. So these are all the books that I owned on my shelves at the beginning of the year. I have yet to actually put any new books that I've bought or gotten onto the shelves, so let me know down in the comments below if I should add them too. I don't know whether to add those books on there. I don't know whether to preserve it as how it was at the beginning of 2020 or whether to keep adding to it to accurately represent my bookshelves. Help, please. Tell me what to do. These are all the books that I owned at the beginning of 2020. It doesn't include the new ones. I'm going to show you how many I've read. It is sadly not as many as I'd hoped. It is around, as I'm filming, around the middle of the year. It is the 16th of July. Pretty mid. So I don't know when the hell it's going up. It could be going up on like December. But for the mid-year check-in for it, I just want to go through and show you guys what I have read and what I'm annoyed that I haven't read. So let's get into it. So this is my little bullet journal. A better view than before from when I was on the bed, but so I colour in every single book with as close to what I can get to the spine when I've read it. As I said before, this doesn't include books that I've bought recently. Again, tell me down in the comments below whether you think it should, because it feels weird to read a physical book and not colour it off. I don't know, let me know, please. As you can see, I haven't read that many. Like, I've read 40, as of filming I've read just under 50 books. As of posting, it should be just over. And it doesn't look like it from here. It doesn't even look like I've read 20, like maybe 20? Let's go shelf by shelf. So on this shelf I've read Slaves of the Mastery, The Existence of Amy, The Undertaker's Daughter, Greyfriar's Bobby, Elizabeth is Missing, and Letters to the Midwife. On the next shelf down, the only one I've read is The End of the Day by Claire North. I gave that one 5 stars, that's good, but it's the only one I've read on this shelf. Next shelf down, I've read a few more. I've read Watching Eddie, The Outsiders, and The Hollow. Second to last shelf on this page, I've read The Clocks, The Testaments, and The Priory of the Orange Tree. That one took forever, and I love it, and I'm so glad that I read it. And on the bottom shelf, I've read The Avengers Guide, which I read for my shortest books on my TBR video. I read Bedlam by Derek Landy, I always say that. I read The Boy, The Mole, The Fox, and The Horse. I read Dark Matter, which I read for the Thriller-a-thon. I read Do Not Disturb. And lastly, I read Without You There Is No Us by Suki Kim. On to the next side, there's not very many here, so the only book I've read on this top shelf is City of Ashes. I read this for the Fuckathon, for the prompt Fuck Book Elitism, because these books are trashy as hell. But I seem to be loving them, so apparently I am trash. Not all that mad. Next shelf down, and the only book I've read is An Ember in the Ashes. I buddy read this with Caitlin from Mad Cheshire Rabbit. We both really enjoyed it. Next shelf down, I've read Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman. This was for the Fuck White Elitism or White Supremacy prompt in the Fuckathon. I've also read Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. And Curtsies and Conspiracies by Gail Carragher. This was also for the Fuckathon. That was for the Fuck With Yourself prompt. I know that Zoe from Zoe's All Booked has been pressing me to read those books for so long now, and I need to buy the rest of them because I loved this so much. The second to last shelf overall now, I read King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. That's the third book in the Red Queen series. I actually really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people don't. Touched by an Angel by Jonathan Morris is one of the Doctor Who books that I own. I finally read Crooked Kingdom. This was for the Fuck Capitalism and the Fuck Ableism prompts for the Fuckathon. Moon on the Tides is an AQA anthology. That's an exam board here in the UK. I took this from school when I was doing my GCSEs. I felt like I should read it before I got rid of it. Pompeii Daily Life and Pompeii Images and Reconstruction are both books that I collected about Pompeii because I like Pompeii. Don't judge me. And on the bottom shelf is Devil Darling Spy by Matt Colleen. This is the second book in the Orphan Monster Spy duology, and the very last book on these shelves is Journey to the River Sea by Eva Ibbotson. So as you guys can see, it isn't that many books that I've gotten through despite having read a lot of books. It's very annoying. But let me know what you think of this, whether you think I should add in the other books or not, and whether you think I will make much of a dent in it before the end of the year, because this is halfway through the year and I haven't filled in half of it. I don't think I'm going to be able to read all of these, especially when I'm reading ebooks and new books as well. So yes, let me know in the comments down below, because I need advice. And fingers crossed, the next time you see this, it will have a lot more books coloured in on it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see what books I do end up reading and whether I actually manage to fill in more of this. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!